Welcome to some Samut, Voice of Dissent. Hope you're excited for the Naya Rage Cage. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, not too. If we had a green source, I would keep on that one. And then we got Misty. Yeah, we can make this work. It's a little tight on mana with only one colored source, but hopefully we can take advantage of Tireless Tracker. So we'll go and keep, and maybe we get a good scry or something like that. Playing against the Wanderer should be fun. Ooh, Sylvan Library. Yes, I'll put that on top in a heartbeat. Let's go ahead and lead off with the. That way we're not tempted to crack the Misty. We'll go and get down either Rogue's Passage or Kessig Wolf Run. And then I'll cover our commanders in just a second. Let's go and get the Kessig Wolf Run down. Anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. Hey, awesome. Best of luck. I always enjoy meeting people in here. Best of luck. All right, we are playing Samut, Voice of Dissent, Flash, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Other creatures you control have Haste, and then for 1 white mana, untap another target creature. Playing against Maelstrom Wanderer, the man who rides on a horse with no name. Creatures you control have Haste, and then Cascade whenever you cast it. Let's go and draw into that Sylvan Library. Let's go get the Misty Rainforest down. Let's go and crack that. Let's grab I think at this point, yeah, let's go red-green on this one. I like that. We'll go and grab the Taiga. Have it come into play. Let's get down the Sylvan Library. Helps if we tap for green. There we go. Anything else? We're going past the turn. So at least as far as our game plan right now with Sylvan Library, we're on a play against the Wanderer, and that gets pretty out of hand sometimes, so we're going to be pretty aggressive with the Sylvan Library if we can help it. But yes, before we jump too far into the video, happy birthday to Ian. Ian actually requested a specific commander deck for today for their birthday, but unfortunately MTGO Traders is closed today, and I ran out of time to actually, I have the deck, but I just don't have the cards, and I wasn't able to get the cards for today's video. So, and in fact, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's see if we can't get a few more lands going. We're going to pay 4 life to keep in the hand. I don't mind being aggressive on this one. Let's go and get the Rogue's Passage down. Let's go for Tireless Tracker. Get down Tireless Tracker, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. But yes, long story short, happy birthday. I am still building the deck. I'm shooting for Friday to have it out there. I just wasn't able to get the cards today while I have a day off for recording. So unfortunately that happened, but it will be coming soon, I promise. But anyway, happy birthday. Hope you have a good one, and Happy New Year to everybody. But yeah, so as far as like New Year's goes, man, I'm excited to have New Year's and Christmas over. Like, I love Christmas and I love New Year's, but as far as recording goes, I do a lot of my recording on the weekends, and having 2 back-to-back, like, basically holiday weekends has been a little bit of a strain, kind of, in a way. Yes, we're going to go and use Sylvan Library. Mainly need to hit a land at this point right now. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Arid Mesa and Cast Down. Yeah, let's go and go for it. We're going to pay 4 life and then Cast Down. We'll keep that in the hand. It's going to put us down to 13. Let's go to get the Arid Mesa down. We're going to get that clue token on Tireless Tracker, and then we'll go ahead and crack and get down the Oracle. And that'll really help us kind of start to get the land drops flowing. Let's grab a red-white source on that. Grab that Plateau. Let's go for Oracle. Get the clue token going. Very, very nice creature loadout at this point right now with Tireless Tracker and Oracle on the battlefield. Love it. Let's go and play the Mountain, and then Investigate, and then Swords to Plowshare. Okay, let's go and push in for 3. I like that. Coming in hot. Going to put our opponent down to 27. And that puts us online for Samut next turn, which would be really good to kind of get some good commander damage. Might even get into spots where we can go Zealous Conscripts and grab our opponent's commander, swing in if they don't really get a lot of creatures out there. It kind of depends on what they cascade into. But yeah, so I'll be building that deck hopefully maybe Friday. I'm shooting to get it out on Friday. Yeah, I just record on the weekends, and it's... I'm excited to get into January and get back into a normal recording schedule. That way I'm not just kind of running tight on doing new decks and gameplay. Because most of the time I record on Saturday or Sunday, and I have most of my stuff done. Uh-oh, Inferno Titan. All right, love it. That's kind of like the unofficial checklist for this deck. Ooh, and I was just about to say, and Splinter Twin. Let's go ahead and put Swords to Plowshare. Well, Sheltered Thicket. Yeah, we're going to do it. Pay 4 to keep in hand, and pay 4 to keep in hand. I want to get that Sheltered Thicket. We're down to 4. Love it. Let's get the Sheltered Thicket down. Greatness at any cost. Oh, just Kiki Jiki. Just an embarrassment of riches. Let's go and swing in Samut. I like that. Opponent's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're not going to have enough for the Wonder. We're looking at red, white, green, 1 and 2. I'm going to swing with the crew. So we have Double Strike from Samut. That's going to be 6 coming across, an additional 5. So that's going to be 11. We'll be able to get in some good damage. I mean, if we're dead to a hasty creature, we are. If not, I'm fine with what we've got going on right now. Okay, we're going to go push in for 11. Opponent goes to 24 after the first strike damage, and then down to 16 with 6 total commander damage. Anything else, we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Now, yeah, we're kind of far away from the war leader, so we're going to go ahead and dump the war leader. And then let's go ahead and get rid of, I guess, Cast Out at this point. So we have a lot of stuff in the hand. Like, we could have gotten the war leader down. We can use that to untap with Samut, start swinging in. We also have a Splinter Twin on Zealous Conscripts, so we can get the Splinter Twin on Zealous Conscripts, make a bunch of copies of that. That's something that we can go for, and in fact, that's going to be 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're a little bit far away from that. But one of the things that I've always wanted to do with take an extra turn, sure, go for it. One of the things that I've always wanted to do with Samut is get Splinter Twin on Inferno Titan. That's like my unofficial achievement. Like, you know how Xbox has achievements? That's one of the achievements I've tried to get for this Samut deck for a really long time. So if we get into a spot where we've got 9 mana and we have to jam Splinter Twin, Zealous Conscripts, we're going to go for it. But yeah, if we can get Inferno Titan on Splinter Twin, I like it. Now, as far as what's going on with our opponent, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're sitting at 7 mana. So if they get one more, if they can somehow get one more mana down, they'll be online for the Wanderer coming across. We do get into the spot now where we almost kind of need to either hold back a creature or hold back Swords to Plowshare to make sure we can take care of the Wanderer. We still have Samut, though. It does have Vigilance, so we can kind of at least kind of chump block for a little bit. But we'll see what we can kind of get into. But we also have Kiki Jiki on top, too. Each player sacrifices 5 lands, destroy. Destructive Force deals 5 damage to each creature. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4... There goes our creatures. Okay, so that's going to be 5. Yeah, each player sacrifices 5 lands. So it's kind of going to go for a reset. What do we need to get rid of? We'll get rid of Kessig Wolf Run. Get rid of Rogue's Passage. We'll get rid of Plateau. Well, do we want to leave up Plateau? We have a lot of green stuff in here. That's going to allow us to ramp. We still have Sylvan Library, though, so we can start digging a little bit deeper. Let's go and do this. If we're dead to the Wanderer coming across, but it's going to take a while for our opponent to get there. Yeah, I'll go and hold on to Taiga. We'll get rid of Plateau, Sheltered Thicket, and then get rid of the Mountain. Okay, so the good thing is our opponent only has Gruul Signet on the battlefield. We have a bunch of clue tokens and an open Sylvan Library. We can't activate it. I mean, we can't pay that for live, but hopefully we can kind of start digging to make our land drops. Yes, we're going to use Sylvan Library's ability, and then Rampant Growth and Intrepid Hero. Let's go and put Kiki Jiki on top, and we'll put Intrepid Hero back on top. Okay, anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn. So with us having Rampant Growth, that's actually really good. It's going to allow us to, let's go and get rid of E-Call. Or should we get it? Yeah, we need to get rid of Elish Norn. That's really far away from double white. But yeah, with Rampant Growth, we can somehow hit another land that's going to allow us to get our second land drop on the battlefield. And then we can go Rampant Growth to hopefully kind of start kind of ramping up from there. You know, we're also in a good spot. We have Zealous Conscripts to kind of gain control of some creatures. It's going to be hard for us to get to 9 mana, but we do get in a weird position to where we can get down Zealous Conscripts and then go for Splinter Twin. Kind of like that. Intrepid Hero. Yes, we're going to use Sylvan Library's ability. Ancient Tomb. Okay, let's go and put Kiki Jiki on top. Let's put Intrepid Hero on top. Alright, so we get 1 use out of Ancient Tomb. Let's go and get down the Ancient Tomb. Let's go, yeah, let's go for it, whatever. We're going for Rampant Growth. That's going to put us down to 2. Just dead to a bolt. But hey, greatness at any cost. Let's get this done. Do we want to grab a white source? This is going to be green-white off the E-Call. We can grab a little mana dork if we want to. Search your library for a creature card. Put it into your hand. Yeah, let's do that. That kind of keeps us open. It still keeps us online for Swords to Plowshare. I like that. We'll get down the plains. And then we're going to go and pass the turn. We can't start cracking clue tokens. They're basically dead off Ancient Tomb, but it helped us kind of get the Rampant Growth going. All right, kick it over to our opponent. It's been a long time since I've had a good commander game where we get all of our lands blown up. So, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit frustrating having your lands blown up, but then it also kind of makes it fun because it just kind of gets into the spots where you're like, all right, let's go. Kind of like you ran out of bullets or something like that, and you're just going to go to fist fighting or something like that. It's just real scrappy magic, especially with us sitting at 2 live. Okay, drawn the Acidic Slime, and then we're going to use Sylvan Library's ability, Selesnya Charm, and then Bloom Tinder. Let's go and put the Acidic Slime on top. I got so worried I clicked on the Pay 4 Live. Let's go and click on the, yeah, we'll put the Charm on top. Yeah, I want a ramp. We'll put that on top. We have Bloom Tinder. Let's go and do it on Bloom Tinder. It's going to be green and then white. And then we're going to go and kick it back over to our opponent. So that will be 3 mana next turn. If we want to, we can actually go for e-call during our upkeep, and then, or at least after the Sylvan Library trigger. That way we can either shuffle some stuff up if we want to get rid of something, or simply just put the, and in fact, we may end up doing that. I don't really think we enjoyed what was on top of our library. So we'll go for that e-call to get a mana dork, at least onto the battlefield. The good thing about the Wonder is that it does not have trample. So if we kind of get some mana dorks going onto the battlefield, we can kind of stop our opponent from swinging in. They're looking at, let's get a mana count. Actually, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they will be online next turn. So we may end up having to hold up a white mana because we won't have a white source onto the battlefield. Actually, let's just check my deck real quick. If we have a green-white creature that we could get down, no, not really. We may need to hold up Swords to Plowshare then. I think that would be, I don't know if we really want to get rid of Bloom Tinder. All right, let's go and go for the Sylvan Library. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Ooh, Command Tower. Let's go and put the Acidic Slime on top, put the Selesnya Charm on top. Yes, we can do that. We'll put the Selesnya Charm on top, and then that still leaves the Swords to Plowshare. We can exile the creature because it has a bigger power. Let's go and get the Command Tower down. Now, what we can do is we can go for Hull Breach. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to keep them off the land drop for the turn. They have no colored mana up. Let's go and do that. That still gives us Swords to Plowshare. Destroy target artifact. Yeah, let's go and take care of it. We'll take care of the Grill Signet. That's going to be green and white. Excuse me, red and green. Your commander squared down just a little bit. Okay, let's get Samut Pat back up too. All right, take care of that. Do we want to push in for 1? We have 2 mana at this point right now. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and hold. Hopefully, we can get the land drop and get Zealous Constructs going. We can start swinging in. And then we might even get into this weird spots where if we do get to 6 mana, we can go Inferno Titan and get that 3 damage up top and start swinging in with the Inferno Titan. But by us blasting the Grill Signet, we did kind of make sure we keep the Wonder off the battlefield. Because that's one of those things where you don't really know what they're going to cascade into. So they could kind of cascade into some sort of, a couple hasty creatures. Next thing you know, the game's over. So at least we can kind of go from there. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See what this is going to be. Mind's Dilation. Whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell, each turn that player exiles the top card of the library. If it's not on that card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Okay. It's not too bad. And we do have a clue token to crack, so let's go and crack one of the clue tokens. I think we're going to draw into that Selesnya Charm. At least we'll kind of get rid of 1 card off the top of our library. Okay, opponent's kicking it back over. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go and crack a clue token. 1, 2. It would be really good if we can get another, just something onto the battlefield that would allow us to take advantage of Bloom Tinder tapping for more than 1 color of mana. Draw into Acidic Slime. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And then Growing Rights and Guile. Okay, let's do this. Let's put the Acidic Slime back on top. Do we have Growing Rights? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have 4 total mana. I think I like Growing Rights. Let's go and put Mirri's Guile back on top. We know what 2 of them are going to be, but that still puts us at going for Growing Rights and still having Swords to Plowshare up. That way we can kind of stop some sort of haste. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for Growing Rights. We're going to go white, green, and then Bloom Tinder. And then we'll see. That's going to be Exile. Then we get to see what it is. Mirri's Guile. Okay, so if they want that, go for it. I forgot that, yeah, we can actually stack it with Sylvan Library to make sure the Mind's Dilation is something that they don't really want that good onto the battlefield. I need to keep that in mind. It's one of those things where you kind of get wrapped up in commentary. You're like, oh yeah, we can kind of manipulate the top part of our library. Yeah, so we have Growing Rights trigger, and then Mother of Runes. Do we want to get that down? That would actually allow us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going to put that into the hand. I don't know if we're going to get it down just yet. I guess an argument could be made for Captain Sisse, but yeah, let's just go and grab Mother of Runes. Yeah, I like that. It's going to count towards an extra mana source for Bloom Tinder. Put them on the bottom in any order. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. So we still have Swords to Plowshare up. Then we still have Selesnya Charm to kind of follow it up with. Get the Mother of Runes down, and then we can start going from there. Very, very slowly start working our way back towards a Zealous Conscripts and Splinter Twin. But yeah, so if you haven't seen, I haven't done Samut in a long time, and in fact, it's kind of funny to go turn 11 and give a little recap of what the deck is. But if you're new to the channel, you haven't seen Samut in a long time, or if you're new to the channel, Samut, this is kind of a little bit more of a competitive Naya style deck. I mean, we have a lot of combos in here that revolve around Zealous Conscript, Kiki Jiki, Splinter Twin. We also have Village Bellringer. So if we want to, we can actually use 1, 2, 3, 4. We might be able to get into spots where we can e-call for the Village Bellringer to kind of combo out from there. Opponent's going to go for Cascade. Oh, brutal. Cyclonic Rift. The good thing is it's not going to be overloaded, so they're going to have to choose one thing. So if I'm our opponent, kind of puts our opponent in a weird spot. They can either go for Bloom Tinder or the Sylvan Library. Yep, Sylvan Library, that's fine. Send that back to the hand. Keep our fingers crossed we don't get hit. Seasons passed. Okay, returning number, converting cost different. It's going to be Walk, and then Destructive Force, Explosive Vegetation, and another Cyclonic Rift. So they will be able to bring back Cyclonic Rift. I doubt they're going to go for Gruul Signet. Keep our fingers crossed. But we'll see what they bring back. That will turn them online for getting rid of a bunch of lands this turn, too. But it's, you know, land destruction spells like that. I don't know. It's fun. I enjoy it. All right, opponent's going to go for Walk, Simic Grove. Get these revealed popped up, actually. So Cyclonic Rift, Seasons Past, and then, yeah. Let's go across the Cyclonic. They ended up bringing the Gruul Signet back. All right, so they're swinging in. Let's go and go for that Swords to Plowshare on the Wanderer. It's going to be white. So Mind's Dilation, they hit a tooth and nail off the top of our library. They have to pick one, so they'll be able to search the library for 2 creature cards and put them into their hand. I think they can cast it. Or make sure that works. Whenever opponent casts a spell, if it's a non-land card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. I don't know if they actually cast it, but I thought they would have been able to. Okay. And then if we go for the E-Call, it's going to be green-white. We can get down Mother of Runes. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if we're going to be working towards a combo, let's go and do that. Let's go for E-Call. It's going to be green and then white. Opponent's going to grab Worldly Tutor off the Dilation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go and grab the, let's go for the Village Bellringer. We need to get that. Yep. It's going to go into our hands. See what we draw for the turn. Draw the Temple of Plenty. Let's go and get that down. It's going to be 2 extra mana. I mean, not 2 extra mana. It's going to be a Scribe. I'm thinking of Bloom Tinder. Elvish Mystic. Let's go ahead and put that. Yeah, we're going to put that on top. That way it'll kind of stop our opponent from, you know, getting any extra value. Let's go and go for the Mother of Runes. It's going to be tapping out for white. And then we're going to go and pass the turn. So let's go and get a mana count. So the magic number for us at this point right now is going to be 7 mana. That's going to be us getting down the Village Bellringer and then getting Splinter Twin on it. So it's going to be 1, 2 from the Bloom Tinder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be at 6 mana. We do have the Elvish Mystic on top of our library. So we're actually going to be 1 away. So we can either go for the Temporal Mastery. All right. Take an extra turn after this one. Go for it. Get it. But either way, this has been a fun match. But yeah, the deck itself, it's a lot of fun, and I'm forgetting how fun it is. I used to record with this Samut deck a lot, but it's also kind of fun because on my channel, I've gotten to the point now to where, used to when I started my channel, I had like 10 decks that I would do, and I'd get into this spot to where I'd like be doing the same deck like once or twice a week almost sometimes. Opponent gets down Mana Reflection. Oh, but they can be able to take an extra turn out this one. Never mind. I was thinking we could kind of go for that. That might give us enough mana though. Next turn, we'll see what our opponent does. We at least have a couple chump blockers. Mother of Runes is not online, though, so we're not going to be able to give any of our creatures protection at this point right now. But there's a slim chance we might be able to get this. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, so when I started my channel, I had like 10 commander decks. And I just didn't have a lot of variety. And I've finally gotten in the spot now as far as making commander videos to where like I've got enough decks to where like I don't feel like I'm playing the same deck over and over again. In fact, like Samut, I gave Samut a good break, and Hapatra, it's kind of like I give like blocks, like certain breaks. Like I have my core decks that I like playing a lot, but there's certain blocks that like whenever, like Hapatra and Samut, that I just, you know, you go to new decks and stuff like that. People want to see the new commander, so I get the new commander out. But I'm working on developing a better release schedule as far as some of the older commander decks. And then also, you know, different people hop in the comments and say, hey, you should do this deck. And that definitely does have a influence as far as what I'm going to be doing if I've already got the deck made. Let's say I'm sitting down to do my recording schedule for the week or something. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody said, hey, I want to see Hepatra, so I got Hepatra coming out for Monday. Opponent's tapping out for a bunch of mana off that Mana Reflection out there, so might be a good game. We'll see what opponent's got going on, but if they allow us to untap with Mana Reflection, at least we do have Village Bellringer to go for. Gonna have the Cascade. It's gonna be Lotus Bloom. Okay, that's survivable. They still have 4 cards in the hand. They still have Season's Pass to go for. Oh, the only other thing is that they still have Destructive Force too. I forgot they picked that up off Season's Pass, and they've got more than enough mana to cast the Destructive Force, especially if they're going to clear the board out with that. So that'll really wipe our lands out. Untap up to 2 target lands. Got Garruk Wildspeaker going too. Why not? Let's have some fun. That's going to be 6/12. That's 17 total mana. Let's see what they have to show for it. Explosive Vegetation. Okay, it's going to cross that off. The opponent did get down the Gruul Signet, Simic Growth Chamber. They already went for Temporal Mastery. Do they have Frontier out there? No. Ghost Quarter is there. Lotus Bloom's on the battlefield. Wildspeaker. Take an extra turn. Okay. Going to cross that off. And then, yeah, that's going to be enough for the Destructive Force, I think. That's going to be 7. So if they go for that, that'll be enough to help close it out. Because we have to destroy 5 lands. Yep, there we go. We could add a little bit of mana to our mana pool to crack a Clue token, but I'm not really sure what we could really do to kind of get us out of there. We'll sack those 5 lands. We could just sacrifice. We could tap the Ancient Tomb to deal 2 damage to us if we wanted to. All right, it's going to get rid of the Wonder. They're going to take an extra turn. We're going to kick it over there. Back to our opponent. We're left with a Growing Rites and then some Clue tokens. Opponent's going to get the Miri's Guile going. But yeah, other than that, Samut's a lot of fun. There's a lot, Samut's kind of one of those weird commanders that I love recording with Samut, but with her being cutthroat sometimes, it's kind of like, we get into spots where I end up with like these like quick 5 to 6 minute Samut games, which I don't mind posting. If I get 1 or 2 of them, that's fun. But to get a long Samut game, sometimes it's kind of hard. So unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose on this one, but I don't mind posting this one up. It's kind of cool to get to play. I always enjoy playing against the Wanderer because it always makes for a. It allows us to kind of set some stuff up. We get to do a lot of ramping. Our opponent's spending a lot of time ramping, even though the man who rides on a horse with no name's a little bit cutthroat sometimes. They can be pretty aggressive with their decks. I always enjoy it. It's always a lot of fun. It's kind of like playing. It's like when Jund in Modern was really popular. I had a really bad. The deck I played had a very bad winning percentage against Jund, but it was a good matchup. It was a lot of fun. You had to be on top of your Magic game as far as keeping the opening hand, fighting through hand disruption, and fighting through removal. It's just like, if you know Magic, you don't necessarily enjoy the Jund matchup because it is a war of attrition, but it's still fun. Same thing with the Wonder. You got to hopefully beat them and be on top of your A game. Opponent does close it out. Good game to our opponent. Opponent goes for double Destructive Force to take care of us. So, hey, I'll take that. That's haven't had mass land destruction in a while. But anyway, happy birthday to Ian. I'm sorry I didn't get your actual particular Naya commander out there. I will be doing it sometime soon, hopefully on Friday. So it'll be a nice surprise for everybody. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.